Hello friends, happy Sunday and another new month, which means it is that time of the month again. Everybody's favourite, for some reason, you strange people, it is how much money does a lazy Etsy seller make with bonus of YouTube stats as well. Hopefully the stream's all happy and everything. We'll get into this in a second. Just give us a hello in chat. And let us know what you've been up to this week. What have you been crafting? What are you creating? I have mainly been crafting, just because they're next to me just now, I have mainly been making little spaniels. Let's have a look at these guys. I've got one more to make of a little trio of these, and then an epic ton more of little things to make, and then who knows, I can relax. Right, let's see who's in the chat before we get us started. Denise, hello. I'm covered in really fine glitter, only a matter of time before it covers everything around me. Hope you're having a good Sunday. Thank you so much. Yes, I am having a good Sunday. It is really cold here today, hence the big fluffy jumper. But yeah, the glitter, not just is going to cover everything, you're going to find this for years to come. The candle link, hello there. And we've got Lily in the house. Hello. Roopsh. Hello Pam. You made changes but not getting organic traffic. Also tried ads but its cost per click is too high. Yeah, I'm so sorry with the ads. Etsy changed them a few months ago and I don't think anybody likes them anymore. Yeah. That's rubbish. As for not getting organic traffic, you just have to look at the keywords you're changing for. This is for anyone. If you do your keyword research, you find keywords, and you've got to find things that people are searching for, but also that you can rank for. So check out that people are searching for these things. You can use eRank to do that. And then once you've set it up, have a check and see if your listings are ranking for it, and if you're ranking and it's a keyword that people are searching for, then maybe have a look at the competition. What do their photos look like and stuff, and maybe you have to up your game. And also, unfortunately, kind of expectations. The saddest thing is, from eRank, I've found out that the majority of listings, the average that a listing gets, the average view is 1 view per day. So it's horrifically lower than we expect. I think that's why people say you need to have hundreds of listings, because if you've got 300 listings, you might be averaging 300 views a day and you feel a bit better about it. I mean, that's average. Some people do better, obviously. Dimitrova, hello there, how you doing? Denise, yep, you'll keep finding the glitter. I don't know if anyone watches, there's a YouTuber on here, Glam and Gore, I think her name's Mickey, and she does like makeup, glam makeup and makeup. Why am I thinking it's in the name? Glamorous and Gore special effects makeup. And she did a look that had green glitter on it, and for, I'm not even going to say months, I think it was years, you'd be watching a video and then there would be a zoom in to a little bit of green glitter like on her hair somewhere randomly. Forever. Claudia, hello there, and Lena's in the house. Hello. Oh, that was very high pitched. I'm sorry. Lily Tree, you seem to have a ton of things started last week. Hopefully some may get finished in the next few days. Oh, I know the feeling. Yes, busy mind is a problem. Sorry, my hands are freezing. I'm trying to get them warm just now. The sun did not burn off the mist all day. It's beautiful, but so cold. So if you can hear in the background, that's my heating, which works, which is awesome. But yeah, my heating's on. But yeah, Lily, I know I've got so many ideas. I'm not even getting them started just now. I have the idea, go, yes, I'm going to do that thing, and don't succeed in doing that thing. Right, so we're going to skip, there's the word. We're going to skip to my Etsy stats, and let me know what you think. I think since about spring, my sales have been down month on month, each month rather. My sales have been down a little bit or about the same every month. So compared to last year, do you think I've made more? Do you think I've made less? Less views, less or more views, less or more orders, and the important thing, less or more money. I will let you know, I think about the middle of the month I switched off Etsy ads. Finally a sensible thing. Last year I stopped taking orders for Christmas stuff, but I left the ads running. Why was I paying money? But this year I was not going to pay money for the ads when I'm not liking them at all. So I switched them off halfway through the month. And also about that time I expanded my processing time and said I wouldn't be taking any more Christmas orders. Which doesn't stop people, but yeah. I'm trying anyway. Denise, it's cold here too. No mist though. Yeah, my friend's over on the east coast and they've got another beautiful sunny day. But no, here fog didn't lift all day. It's beautiful. It's cute. Right, so drum roll, guys. Let me think. Let me know what you think. Let me actually finish the entire sentence I was trying to say there. I'm rushing through it because I'm so cold. Let me know what you think about what the numbers are going to be for this month. I really wasn't sure. It's felt like, compared to last year, it's felt like such a chilled month. And then suddenly I realised it's December. I was hoping to have everything kind of finished by now, and I'm not even close. So, yeah. Sophie's here. Hello there. Right, let's see if I can remember how to flip to the screen. So here we have it, my Etsy stats. We'll have a wee look through these. So this is, now you can't actually choose last month anymore. I have to put in a custom date. So custom from the 1st to the 30th of November. I picked that before I came on air, so I wouldn't mess it up. So this looks good. My visits actually increased 5% on the same time last year, which is cool because I know last year I still had about 300 listings at this point, and just now I've got about 40, and I switched off, I think that was about the day I switched off the ads. We'll figure it out. It was somewhere in the middle of the month. And so looking at it, it looks like switching off the ads hasn't massively affected my number of visits. However, when I compare, what you can see is last year I started off a bit lower and it was growing through the month, whereas this year it's kind of been flat all through the month. But I don't remember, I think Thanksgiving and Black Friday and all that nonsense was somewhere about here last year. Sorry if I'm making you feel sick just waving the mouse about. I think it was somewhere about here last year, where it's much later this year. So we might be seeing a peak, who knows. But yeah, not a massive deal switching the ads off though. I expected a real noticeable drop, especially for the amount I was paying for those ads. So yeah, that's interesting for sure. My number of orders decreased 18% compared to the same time last year, but it's all pretty much a muchness, as you can say. You see, there's most days have some kind of sales, so that's not bad. The conversion rate 1% is actually not too bad, and then the revenue, the important one. And actually, although I've made less orders, my revenue's up 27% on last year, which is cool. I've had some good big orders, some multiple purchases and everything. That makes all the difference. So actually, my November has done pretty well, and £1,750 is not a bad wage for a month. So yeah, super happy with that. That's been pretty cool. And let's dig through whatever stats it is that Etsy gives us. So they're saying Etsy brought 54% of visits and I brought 46%. I really don't like how they split this up, because they're saying Etsy search is Etsy bringing my visits. And I kind of did something to do with that. Some of that was me. But we'll go and dig into them. But oh, that's pretty good. Shoppers viewed my listings 4,600 times. That's pretty good. And the rate they tend to visit more than one thing, which is really cool as well. I am likely to sneeze, so I'm sorry if I blow up your speakers. And yeah, you can see my top listings for the month, which is pretty cool to see. Yeah, so actually kind of well, no, that makes a whole lot of sense. I was going to say this one here makes a lot more views than this listing, but not the number of sales. But that's because that's a custom one that I made for someone that was asking for 3 large sculptures, and they haven't got back to me yet, and you won't get it for Christmas if you do. But so people are looking at that, but they're like, no, I don't want 3, and then they find my other listing that's just 1, and they've been purchasing that. So that's my top listings. Excuse the sniffs, my nose is quite runny with a cold. And let's go drill down into this. So for the month, Etsy apps and other Etsy pages is 21% of my visits, and this is from the Buy on Etsy app. So again, this can be some kind of SEO stuff as well. This can be being found in search, and other pages on Etsy.com, including editors' picks and the home page and favourites. So this can be if people have saved in favourites, etc. They'll get to see you here, and editors' picks. I've not been picked for that in a very long time, but you would expect to see a crazy amount of traffic if that was the case. Alright, and let's have a look at the favourite listings from this way of doing things. Pretty similar cases. These 3 listings tend to show up quite a lot on everything, so that's I put this one of these my featured listings. Yeah, cool. I was gonna say I'm not sure why there's 2 identical ones. I've been playing around with trying to make them more ad friendly, so that's why there's 2 that look the same. And yeah, the search terms that I'm getting found for through the Etsy app is my shop name, which is cool. People are searching for Ben McCarthy Lugs, means I'm getting my name out there. Cat Lover Gift, Cat Bookmark, and Black Cat are all that bookmark that tends to get seen an awful lot. And then Border Collie, so that's cool to know, getting visits from all those things. Let's have a look. Etsy search, and I bang on about getting seen in Etsy search, all the things to do for your SEO to get seen in Etsy search, and it is important, but it's not going to be massive. You use that to get your kind of foot in the door, but only 8% of my visits, well, however many of these are from search as well, but it's maybe only about, let's give it a quarter of my visits at most is Etsy search. So you're bringing in traffic from other places too. And that, yeah, the Etsy search that's been going up over the month. So the looks like the trend. Did I check that again? No, that's kind of flat. But it looks like the trend, you know, where I said last year my views went up over the month, and this year they've kind of flatlined. It could be because the advertising has totally died, but other things have picked up. Let's have a look. So 8% from Etsy search, and my most popular listing. It's just showing us the same thing. Yeah, I thought they showed us specific things. It changes every time I look at it. Anyway, and then advertising, we'll see when I actually switched it off. I was right, I switched it off pretty much the middle of the month, the spot on the middle of the month, because this was just literally costing me way too much. Unfortunately, I can't really go back and show you, because once you've switched off advertising, you don't get to go and look in your stats for advertising, which is very annoying because I paid for all this. I want that data. But no, this is showing me slightly different things. That's cool. I thought it was just showing the same. Yeah, so that's cool. That's showing my visits from the ads. And yeah, the terms are different. That's cool. So custom dog ornament, my top term with ads. I did a video on this a few weeks ago. I had cut down the amount of listings that I was advertising, and I'd made them very specific to the keywords that I was doing the best for. So for example, this listing was getting it was getting a high click-through rate for custom dog ornament and also bull terrier ornament and shih tzu ornament. So I just made that listing super specific for the things it was getting found for, and it did help a little bit. Etsy marketing and SEO. This is from visits from Google, Yahoo and Bing. As you can see, very much through the month that's been increasing. That's pretty cool to see. And there's my top ones again, which are pretty much similar faces. Interestingly enough, my bookmark, which has always been my top seller and my top number of views, is not particularly getting seen much in search or Google or anything like that. It's only getting seen in the one specific place. So even though it's got that vast amount of traffic, it's not really helping it everywhere else. So my main sources of traffic are coming from Google. That's pretty cool. And what people are searching for, super interesting. Well, you're only seeing one visit, it's pretty rubbish there, but I've often got a lot of foreign language. I'm guessing that's German. I have no idea what that is, and Samoyed, that's spelt differently than I'm used to, and searching for Pam Duthie Etsy and finding me. That's really cool they're finding me through that, because that's not in my tags and titles. So well done Etsy for realizing that. That's pretty cool. Just going to check chat for 2 seconds. George on the Rocks, hello there. Sorry I'm late. Only a few minutes. What's a few minutes between friends? That's fine. Canvas, hello there. Denise, what's everyone's experience of using Instagram and Pinterest to try and generate interest, which would hopefully lead to more sales on Etsy? I haven't used either, but thinking about it. Cool, we are just going to pop into social media and I will show you. Miss Sparkles, hello there. Guinea Pig Weekly, hello. Canvas and Chroma, you have about 400 followers on Instagram and it hasn't done much for me yet in terms of traffic. Yeah, social media is a specific thing. I will cover that. Totally. Right. Oh, excuse me, runny nose. Pop into social media here. And, ooh, that didn't so much go up as sort of go mental. That's super interesting. Really wide peaks and troughs there. It's almost like it was switching off for... No, that's not all the way down to 0, that is. No. It's 11. Interesting. Okay, this is... Something is wrong with what they're showing us. So they're saying the most visited listings and they each had 1 visit, when... Yeah, I know that's not the case, because 300 for about 500 visits from Pinterest. So it's not just 1. I don't know what's going on there, because it's not that bookmark. That was another experiment. It's a different bookmark. Gets a load of visits from Pinterest. So as I said, we're going to talk about the social media. Whoa, it's all Pinterest, isn't it? Wow. Come on, can we have something that isn't Pinterest? Facebook, yay! This is bonkers. But yeah, so that shows you Pinterest is my biggest source of traffic, and that is something I'm going to work on in the new year. I'm going to show you some different things. I'm going to set up and try and do better with Pinterest. But what I would say with any social media, the basic thing, what you want to think of doing is, let's go face, that's better. So with social media, you want to be thinking of building up on that platform. I know some of you have heard me say this a million times, but it is the truth. If you have now 400 followers is awesome, but it's also not enough, because the percentage of people that are going to actually interact with your posts and that are actually going to follow you, and not just follow you but follow your links onto the places that you're wanting to sell them, are super low. And I'll explain how most social media kind of works when you've got a page or something that people are following you. Specifically well, no, they're all pretty much the same, is when you put up a post using whatever SEO the platform has for you, but in general that'll go out to some of your followers. It doesn't often go out to all of them, but it'll be shown on the feed of some of your followers. And our Facebook groups are super big on this. They don't show it to many people at all, but it goes out to the first lot of your followers. And if they interact with it, if they like it, if they comment on it, if they share it, then the platform goes, okay, well, this is a kind of cool thing, so I'm going to show it to more people. And if that next lot of more people like it and comment on it and share it, it'll go out to more, and eventually it'll go out to people who aren't just your followers. It'll go out into the world in general. So that's where things can really blow up and do well. But on the opposite thing, if it shows to some of your followers and a below average amount of them click on it and comment on it and like it, then the platform will go, this is rubbish. Not only am I not going to show this out to the next tier of followers, next time you post, I'm going to show less. Which is terrible. And that's why, especially on Facebook, when this kind of changed, everyone on Facebook was complaining and saying, oh, they're just doing this to get you to pay for their ads. But they're kind of not. I've been experimenting on my Facebook and Instagram and Pinterest, but I've been experimenting a little bit, and it very much is, if you keep on posting things that not many people are interacting with, then you'll start getting seen by less and less and less. So what you have to do is look at, what have I posted and what have people liked? What have people engaged with the most? And then you want to, oh, nose is totally itchy. I want to sneeze. Excuse me. So look at what kind of things have got the best reaction and try and figure out why that is. How can you replicate that? And the other thing is, quite often, if what you post is a link, if what you post is go away and look at this thing on a different platform, all the platforms make their money by having people on the platform they want to bring people in. Facebook wants people on Facebook. Instagram wants people on Instagram. Pinterest wants people on Pinterest. They don't want you to go away. They want you to see stuff and share it on Facebook, share it on Instagram. They want people coming in. So if you're putting stuff up to say go away to something else, that will automatically get shown to a little less already. And if most of your posts, which a lot of people do this, you make a group, you make a page or whatever, and people are following you, you build up your followers, you work really hard on that, and people will not even bother really interacting much. They'll just post, here's a link to something else on Etsy, here's my latest thing, here's something else on Etsy. And they're working super hard. They've probably got all the things. They've got all the social media. And every time they put up a listing, they pin it and post it to all the social media. And they're working so hard. And they're not getting any results. And they're not sitting back and going, I keep posting this and no one's seeing it. I mean, the worst thing is, so many people just post things to like their personal Facebook page. Your friends aren't your friends for that. It's tempting, and of course your friends want to support you, but if you list 300 things a year in your Etsy shop, your friends don't want to see 300 things. It's really, really sad. So if you're posting something and posting something and posting something and you're not getting results, stop. Do something different. And that different thing is, I mean, yeah, you want to advertise yourself. The idea you thought when you were getting social media was you were going to advertise yourself. But don't hold back. Think of each social media thing is a different place for you to grow followers. And also, if you got thrown off of Etsy, it's a different place where you can communicate with them. So post the interesting things. You can post, share other people's work if you find things that look cute, share inspiring memes if they mean something to you, share behind the scenes and what you're doing, share relevant things like that. I'm currently not sure if it's the best. It seems to be working just now. For my Instagram, I'm sharing the dogs I'm working on, and I'm also sharing my dogs. So if anyone's following me on Instagram, you'll know why I'm cold today. Doesn't that sound so professional? If you're following me on Instagram. But yeah, I've got a picture of the dogs. Oh, I've got fluff on my shirt, my cardi. Yeah. So I'm trying to, because people seem to react quite well to the dog pictures, and they react quite well to the fuzzy dog pictures, and I should be doing more behind the scenes. You can also make the people there special, give them occasionally, if you're gonna do an Instagram only giveaway or an Instagram, I don't know what the laws with giveaways are, check that before you do that, but an Instagram only like discount code or something, a sneak peek at an upcoming thing that they only get to see on Pinterest. Just this is the thing, each different platform needs different content that's specific for it, so that the people have a reason to be there. I know Lily Tree's been posting some of her in progress steps on her Instagram. I seen them. I seen rappy stuff. It looked good. Right, let's just check the chat again. I hope that made sense. I rambled. I'm not sure if I made the point I meant to. Sue, hello there. Miss Sparkles, it's so hard to get followers on Instagram. It is. I got lucky with the big Instagrammy person sharing my work a while ago in February. I got a big boost of followers, and then it's just to keep trying to post the things that the people interact with. And there's that whole hashtag thing. I'll get round to that at some point. Your hashtags are your SEO. I'm just not very good at them. But I'm getting there. But yeah, so hard to get followers if you're a business. Yeah, that's it. You don't follow someone because they're wanting to sell to you. You follow someone because they're interesting. So be interesting. And it's difficult, but you're not just a business. We're not just a business. We are individuals who make the stuff ourselves, who are creative, crafty people, who are inspired, who can help people. We are more than just, Walmart or something. We are hand making the stuff. So that's how you get people to follow you. But so many people do you live somewhere gorgeous with inspiring scenery outside? That could be cool if you're showing shots of you doing your crafting in your back garden with squirrels eating in front of you or something. Awesome. Share it. That's what people want to see. Sophie, awesome tip there. Yeah, the mistake a lot of people do on Instagram is using hashtags that sellers are using, not their target audience. Yeah, fantastic. And that's it with any SEO. Look at what the people are looking for. It's not so easy. I don't just now know of any Instagram. I'll look into this, find places that help us with Instagram. But if you guys haven't noticed yet, something that I'm super excited about, eRank has started with a Pinterest metadata, Pinterest help with the SEO. So definitely look into that. I immediately looked at it, and so many of the big terms the past few months have been keto diet, and I eat keto. I have for about 3 years, and I'm like, should I start a keto Pinterest? Because the people searching is massive, and in January, any diet thing gets big in January. Denise, you're most welcome. Sue, well, catch you later. Thanks for joining us anyway. Asha, Pam, you had some issues getting on the live. Oh, sorry to hear that. Oh, you got tropical weather. Where's the melting emoji? Yeah, we could swap. Somewhere in the middle would be awesome. Yeah, funnily enough, I had trouble getting on the live myself. For some reason, my software isn't speaking to each other. Lily Treat, yes, about her sharing her stuff on Instagram, needs to show how they turned out now. Absolutely. And there you go, that's the interesting thing. I saw Lily starting her work, and now you want to see what it is when it's finished. Guinea Pig Weekly, did your third Eatsy made local yesterday? Didn't do too bad. It was an okay day. Anyone else done one this year? Oh, congrats. Well, didn't do too bad. Sounds good to me. Fantastic. I'm sure there must be some here. I'm really bad. A friend of mine runs the Glasgow Eatsy team, and I haven't got involved at all. I really should. Sorry. Miss Sparkles, you're most welcome. Lily Tree, don't really understand why people go to Instagram, but I'm not letting it stop me. Yeah, that's kind of my problem with Instagram as well. I suppose, Pam, finish the first sentence you're doing before you go into the next one. Yeah, when you're doing a social media platform, that's why I've always had trouble. That's why I do more on Facebook than anywhere else, because I understand Facebook. I enjoy being on Facebook. I socialize on Facebook. I keep up with my friends on Facebook. Pinterest and Instagram, and especially Twitter, I literally do not understand them. I don't really get what the point. Pinterest, I sort of get the point. You're collecting things. It's a pin board. I get that. But Instagram, I don't understand it. So I am struggling with growing on it. I'm doing okay. I think I'm been hovering around 1,000 followers for most of this year, which I think 1,000 is pretty cool. They were sent to me from other people. They weren't my work. But yeah, if I understood, I think my thought for Instagram is probably that it's just an easy, when you've got 2 minutes when you're waiting for something, you can just scroll through and see visually what your friends are doing and see some pretty pictures. So I kind of get that, but yeah, I don't quite get it enough to be really good on Instagram. Canvas, how was everyone's November? You tripled your sales and revenue. Oh, fantastic. I didn't quite triple, but I'm up on last year, and last year was my best ever so far, so I'm happy with up. Alicia, hello there. Miss Sparkles, you've been inundated as well the last week. Fantastic. And hopefully, for those of you still open, hopefully it should be good for a little while now, because we've just had Thanksgiving out of the way, Monday, Cyber Monday, so fingers crossed for everybody. I hope you'll do well. I definitely, I'm not telling you this, but if you've got some big sellers in the past, or some popular items that might have dropped down on the search, I wouldn't do this as standard, but maybe tonight or in the morning, renew them just to get them a little bit up there. Just my thinking. Etsy tells us not to do that, but hey, I'm not Etsy's best friend at the minute. Filma, your November was very sad. Oh no. And not any different from any other month, and I thought I prepared. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. That is really sad. What is it that you sell? I should know that probably, but I can't remember what everybody sells. But yeah, that is sad. Unfortunately, what is the case often on any kind of online thing is there's millions of people looking and there's millions of people selling, but for each thing there's only a couple of pages to get seen in. So the people that get into this couple of pages, oh, I really am going to sneeze. Sorry, I don't know how to quickly turn the mic off. I'm like trying to cover the mic. I hope that wasn't too terrible. Yeah, there's only so many people that can get seen. So unfortunately, there's going to be people do awesome, really, really good, and some of us get kind of stuck. And the trick is to try and weasel our way into that front page. That's where I'm saying renew, but don't tell Etsy I told you to do that. Naughty. Excuse me, sneezed, my throat sore. But Vilma, it's still not too late. The first year that I started working on my SEO, I think I've told everyone this story, but I was going to quit Etsy, and in around October, I think, I decided, okay, I'm going to knuckle down, I'm going to read everything I can about SEO, I'm going to try and improve my listings, I'm going to knuckle down, and I'm going to try and make this work, and I give it till Christmas. And that was my thing. And I kind of did okay, but if I remember correctly, it wasn't till Thanksgiving. And then I think it was that year, and I remember I was out walking the dogs, and my phone just kept ka-ching, ka-ching, and I'm going like, what was that? And it just like a single day pretty much turned around my entire year. So fingers crossed. I've told people this before. I keep it quiet for the live streams and everything. The reason I got all of those kerchings in that one day that really helped was that Etsy featured me. And why Etsy featured me, and I've tested this, I've not done it in a few years because literally I've been busy anyway, but what I did was every time I wanted a bit of a boost in my shop, I went every single day and posted in the Etsy forums. Not too much, just made sure I kept it kind of positive, tried to help people, started a few positive threads and things. And every single time that I did that, not immediately, it took maybe a few weeks sometimes, maybe a few days other times, but I got featured in something by Etsy. So that tells me, now you have to have good enough pictures to get featured, that's very true, but some other team are looking in the forums to find people, which it totally makes sense. If it's their job, they're in the forums and their boss goes, oh, can you pull together a feature? They'll go, right, I could search the whole of Etsy, but there was this shop and I liked what she was saying. So there you go, there's a sneak panic sort of something that could potentially be worth more of your time than just posting your links to your social media all the time. And I know the forums are awful, and don't get dragged down by the negative posts, but if you can get in there and say something to brighten someone's day every day, there's a chance there. Again, I'm not telling you this, and this isn't from Etsy, this is just me, what worked for me. Oh, thank you for the bless yous. Thank you. Oh, Vilma, you make jewellery. Yeah. Jewellery's difficult because basically, like I said, there's millions of people looking for jewellery. There's millions of people making it. I can't remember the video. I actually did one on finding the keywords in that super saturated market. And the biggest trick to get in the first place is don't think of it as a super saturated market. Find your little tiny niche that's not so super saturated. Randomly, I was just searching keywords and things, and I found, what was it? I think it was wire wrapped raw gemstones and opal at the time. I think that's a November birthstone. But I found that kind of thing. There wasn't a whole lot of competition, and there's a lot of people searching for it. So, figure out what it is that you make and look for, rather than jewelry or necklaces or rings, look at this little niche, this small thing that you can force your way into. But yeah, jewelry's tricky, but it's more so than what I have. It's going to be this thing when you start to build that momentum. It's not going to be gradual growth. You're going to be nothing. Terrified. when you find your feet with something like jewelry, because so many people are searching. So if you get on that front page, things will explode. So fingers crossed for you. I hope that helps. It bothers me that that's the best advice I can give, is that it is tricky because there is so many, but it's not too saturated. People can still do it. Guinea pig, your sales picked up this last week. I'm surprised and chuffed. Awesome. Guinea pig, yeah, don't get another cough. I hope not. Yes, my friend last night, when I was out and he was sitting talking to me, go, oh, I've got a stinking cold, and he's coughing away, and I'm like, really? That's nice. Nice to see you. Hopefully not. I've been out in the cold so much this past few days that hopefully that'll kill every germs. Oh, good Englandish there. Canvas, you're actually convinced 98% of SEO is nonsense. All my products are found with the same 2 or 3 tags. The rest seem to be completely superfluous. Yeah, everything. They talk about the 80-20 rule, but it's not even that anymore. It's basically 95% of your results are going to be from 5% of your work. Unfortunately, that's how it is. And that's... right. I've never even said this before, but how I see SEO is like a scattergun. You throw all these terms, you throw it all at the wall, and then you see which ones will stick, and then you go, okay, picking out these 5%, right, what's good about them, so we're keeping them, and then we're going to try another 95 different random ones, chuck them all at the wall and see what's working this time. Yeah, most of what you try is not going to work. No matter how carefully you pick your keywords, there is no way we can know the customer behavior before the customer behaves. That made sense to me. There's no way we can really predict how our items are going to do in the search that we discovered. Even if we look and say, my photography is so much better, it just might not be the thing that catches the person's eye. Friend of mine's favourite word, you've got to be congruent. It's basically, if you have some kind of fun, exciting item and you've got jaw-droppingly gorgeous photography, maybe they're going to click on the funny, quirky photography. It's just finding the right thing. So yeah, SEO, I won't say it's nonsense, but it's not as simple as do good SEO. There's so much more to it than that, and it annoys me so much when I listen to other people and it's almost like they've got this little formula. Do this, do this, do that. And it's like there's not a case of you can put this word here in 4 of your listings and you can do this thing here. No, I can tell you how. I can tell you a step in how you can do good keyword research, and then you take them and you chuck them at the wall. That's you're doing science. You get the idea, and then you experiment with it. And see, the thing is, right, if it was formulaic, if it was as easy as all that, then everyone would be able to do it. And if everyone could do it, then it wouldn't work anymore. So Etsy would have to change it so it wouldn't be like that anymore. It has to be something that we can't just game. It has to be something that the most important factor in SEO, we do the SEO to give Etsy a chance to know the people to show us to. But the most important factor is if customers want to buy it. So, yeah, when we're little, we're all little just now. When we're little, the SEO is our little bargaining chip. It's our thing to help us up. It's the little step ladder to get us on our way. It helps. It's not the only thing. But as you grow and grow, it becomes less and less important. Once your superstar actors, they often don't have to go and what's the word I'm looking for? But they don't have to read for a script. People write scripts for them. So, you know, when you're starting out as an actor and you're shown, you're taught how to do your... There's a word here. Someone let me know. Audition. How? Duh. Yeah, so you're taught how to audition and how to put yourself forward properly. That's your inroads, that's your step in. But then once you get way up here, auditions aren't important. You're Tom Cruise. Is Tom Cruise even a big star anymore? I've not been to the cinema in so long. Guinea pig. Someone did jewellery at the Etsy Made Local and took home over 650 quid. Wow. Yeah, it's possible to sell locally if you do some of the markets that Etsy groups do. Maybe try next year. Yeah, good advice. Yeah, I suppose that is a great thing at the live... in-person sales. People understand jewellery. So if something looks good and they can touch it, and yeah, good thinking. And canvas and chroma, 13 tags on your product seem a waste of time. Yeah, I'm so with you there. I think we're gonna see tags get less and less important. I know Lilytree knows this. Anyone who's working on anything to do with Google just now, which YouTube is a part of, and Etsy is using Google Brain for its SEO now. So anything that uses Google tags over... I've just made a sale. I just looked at my computer, I was like, oh drat, I've just made a sale. Tags are becoming less and less and less important. For everyone that's on YouTube too, people are talking about tags are redundant on YouTube. I don't feel that. I feel your tags, like for the first hour or something, are there to help you, are there to help YouTube, they're there to help Etsy get some ideas. But this idea, people on Etsy, it just seems very much like you figured out your 2 or 3 most important keywords. They're in your title, they're in your tags, and then people seem to go to town on, oh, it could be a gift for a dog, it could be a gift for your uncle. Yeah, it could be, but it's not really worth it. I just try and put in I'm trying to think of examples. Yeah, so if randomly if the keyword I had picked was needle felted dog, then I try and put in other tags like dog needle felted, or other things that are similar that people also might search for. I don't worry about trying to do these random things. I've tried with them in the past, but the chance of me getting seen for something like Christmas gift or something pretty low down. So yeah, as we've seen when we looked at my search, 99% of my tags, 99% of what I aimed for is not going to rank and it's not going to get seen. Again, it doesn't hurt to try some different words. If you can't think of anything for your tags, just put in some random words. Don't do it if you're advertising, because then you'll end up getting picked for some terms that are absolutely rubbish. Because I'll share this, because this is one thing that people really worry about. Now, I don't have this from Etsy, but this is how SEO works everywhere else, so I'm pretty sure this is how SEO works on Etsy. But people are saying if they're getting found for irrelevant tags, if they're getting shown for a Gucci handbag and they don't have, and people aren't clicking on it and people aren't converting, they're thinking that's going to hurt that item entirely. And I don't think so. The conversion, when Etsy tries you out to start with, it's possibly trying your new listing out on several different search terms, and if this search term does better than all the other listings that are shown for that search term, if this search term is making Etsy more money, then Etsy's going to put your item more and more in this search term. And if at the same time this other search term, it doesn't get shown as much, it doesn't get clicked as much, it doesn't sell as much, then Etsy will go, oh, maybe I was wrong with what I thought that item was, so I won't show it so much there. So your conversion rate might suffer because you've been shown for some of these big terms, but the conversion for that specific term is good. So it's not going to bring your entire item down, it's just going to bring you down in the irrelevant search terms. So that is what that is how I understand these things to work. So yeah, in general, put in all the terms you want. It's unlikely to make a difference, but like I said, they're the chucking things at the wall, so put in all the random terms and see what your chances of ranking for Christmas gift are, or Mother's Day gift or something. Lily Tree quickly gets Opal out. Yeah, absolutely, except I think we've missed that time, but certainly I've seen that raw gemstone was a huge search term. And that's something that you could totally do. Rebecca, hello there. You created your call for the YouTube bosses. Fantastic. I've been sitting going, I know what I want to make. I've got it planned out. I just haven't done it. Oh, and you had no sales during Black Friday. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully, fingers crossed, Cyber Monday. Jackie, anyone try Marmalade SEO program? I tried Marmalade a while ago. People asked me to check it out, but to be honest, what I could see in the free version I didn't like. I didn't get enough in the free version for me to be able to use it enough to decide if I liked it. So yeah, I didn't fancy it. And also how they tell you about the keywords, I wasn't so keen on. I think it's trying to make it too simple from what I understand, but it seems they look at the past behavior of the keyword and they try and predict what's going to happen this month, and then they tell you how good it is based on their predictions, which, yeah, it's kind of good, but I think a human's a bit better than that. I prefer to see all of what's been happening in the past and say, okay, well, last month was a bit less than that month last year, and just try and be more clever. I don't. That's all I can say. And for all you guys now know, since then I started work for eRank, so obviously slightly biased there, although these videos are not sponsored by it. But yeah, so I'm probably not going to jump into Marmalade as their competitor. But before I was slightly biased, I just didn't. Sophie, you had a free trial. It does the same as eRank. Yep, but it's more expensive. You do prefer the way it's laid out. Oh, cool. Well, again, if not that I'm like, eRank doesn't want to copy Marmalade in any way, but if there's any things, not from Marmalade as such, but if there's any ways that you do your work, that your workflow would be easier, and you've got ideas for things that you would like eRank to do, let us know, because Anthony does take on board what people are saying. We've got such a surprise coming in January. It's so awesome, and it's based on the workflow of how people do these things when they're searching for keywords and everything. It's so want to be able to tell you that this is so big. It is so awesome. Diana, November was your best month in 5 years. Awesome. Even with your shop closed for 4 days, it was very stressful. Yeah, I know. Totally. I shouldn't complain, but you've got the quiet bits in the summer that's stressful because I'm quiet, and then I've got just now, and I suppose I put added stress on myself that I was going, should I shut my shop? Should I turn off advertising? Because I know I'm going to come here and tell you all about it, so I didn't want to come in and say, yeah, my November's been rubbish because I decided not to make sales. So I'm putting pressure on myself to do better just so I can tell you about it. So yeah, that's not so good. Lily Tree, poor Tom Cruise. Delia, only 1 to 2% of your traffic is from SEO. Are you saying it's still working in the background to communicate with Etsy? Well, yes. Firstly, that 1 to 2%, your SEO, what you've done, your titles and tags, that tells Etsy where to show you, what search terms to show you in. But you've also got the other things like other related items, picks for you that come up on the homepage. If people have been liking things similar to your items, you might be showing up there. So that all helps. But yeah, I mean, if you're getting massive sales from elsewhere, then your shop's doing great. So you probably don't have to put the work into SEO that people starting out do. It's there more to help you, but I wouldn't give up on it. It's like I say, it's good if you find the decent keywords. Then places where you can show up is like in, well, it certainly would have been helping when Etsy was paying for Google Shopping adverts. I don't think they're doing that so much now, but the SEO was helping there. Your items can show up in Google image searches, super helpful. Good SEO will help with that. Your SEO helps getting found on Google, Bing, everywhere else. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure if you've got reasonable SEO and people are pinning you on the other platforms, that won't hurt either. But I have to look into that, to be honest. Guinea pig. If you do Etsy made local, it's important to try it for more than 1 year. Yes. Almost didn't go to my second year. Glad I did. Tripled my money. Also, yeah, a lot of things. Yes, you can get return customers, and they take a while to build up. But yeah, it's the great thing. I even did, as I say, a few years ago, I did teddy bear fairs, which, I mean, it was awesome, a lovely thing to do. Just my items weren't perfect for it. But the second year I went back, there were people coming back just for me. So yeah, if I'd have gone several times, it probably would have been good. But then what happened was my shop got busy and I didn't have time at this time of year to do a fair. Rebecca, tagging is difficult. I tried Christmas gifts as a tag and it said there's like 55,000 tags. Yeah, exactly. That's the problem. So you have to figure more specific things. Trying to think off the top of my head. I know male things tend to be less populated. So like dad's Christmas gift, male Christmas gift. If you have a tag like that, I'm not sure if that's got the right number of letters, characters, but if you can fit something like that in, then you've got a chance for getting seen for dad's Christmas gift. And if it does really good for that, then you might get seen for Christmas gift eventually, if you see what I mean. So aim for the big broad things and you might eventually, Etsy goes, yeah, this is an awesome listing, let's try it in the big terms. Oh, Rebecca, you deleted your video for a call. Oh, you wasn't sure if anyone else was doing it. I want to. I keep meaning to. I have got so many videos I want to be making. Yeah. Sophie, yeah, the free version of Marmalade is useless. Yeah, that's sadly. I felt that myself. I think they're missing a trick there, but that's. And some people love. I think with any of these things, it depends on you and how you work. I can't recommend or really dismiss Marmalade because I wasn't able to give it a fair try. Dimitri, you got one sale on Black Friday and thought it would go on, but it stopped. Oh, well, still, one sale's awesome, and hopefully, like, the Cyber Monday's called Cyber Monday because it's when the most people shop. So, fingers crossed. Sue, oh, thank you so much. I appreciate all that you say. Thank you. Marina, but showing my sunflower sun catcher for some such terms as cardinal, chickadee and beach glass in ads I pay. Yeah, right. If you are getting charged for ads that are irrelevant for your item, message Etsy. I mentioned Gucci there because there was a woman in E-Rank group and she was getting charged a small fortune for being seen for the search term Gucci, which she doesn't have in any of her tags and titles. And obviously, so the algorithm had said, someone's searching for Gucci and we don't have enough listings with those terms. That's a handbag, it will do. But obviously the Gucci tag is a very expensive cost per click one because it's worth a lot of money. So she was getting charged a super amount of money for something that wasn't relevant for her. So she contacted Etsy and they've actually refunded her and sorted that out. So contact Etsy, just go like, look, this is no good. It's, you know, these are irrelevant tags. Jackie, cool. I like E-Rank, but the free version of E-Rank has a lot of functionality. And right now for the free and the pro version, we're getting a little bit extras free as Anthony's working on the Pro Plus version. And yeah, I do want to say to people, don't worry about there's going to be an extra level on E-Rank, but that's not really... you're not going to get anything taken away. Everything that's in the level that you've got, you're actually, there's like a little bit more functionality in each of the levels that you've got. What's mainly happening in the Pro Plus, as you'll see in the freebies you've been given, that's like the access to the other marketplaces, keyword research. So you're not losing anything if you're just using E-Rank for Etsy. You're absolutely fine. But to be honest, like Google keywords is bloomin' expensive, so yeah. Stop skipping chat. Canvas and Chroma tried the pro version of Marmalade, doesn't have nearly as many tools as E-Rank, and the keyword predictions weren't great. If you're going to pay, E-Rank's far superior. Oh, thank you. I mean, I will say everyone's different in that some people are daunted with the vast number of tools that E-Rank has, and I understand that. And if you're going to do E-Rank, just focus on using a few tools. Don't focus on learning about them all, or at least not to start with. I have my favorite tools, and others every so often I'm like looking into something and going, wow, didn't know we had that. I mean, you know, I hear like people are often commenting and talking about the spell checker or something. I'm like, oh yeah, it has a spell checker. But yeah, so much things I forget about. Rebecca, yay, love E-Rank. Oh, Rebecca, your conversion rate is 0. Well, it can only get better. You can't get worse. It can only get better. Delia, what's Etsy made local? I think it's Teams Things. It's craft fairs and stuff put on by local Etsy things. I looked into them many years ago when Teams and forums were better, but it's craft fairs put on probably by the local Etsy teams that you get like advertising, promotional stuff from Etsy, like a banner saying Etsy made local and stuff, I think. It's a while since I looked into this. Rebecca, your stuff is more women's and kids, as in Christmas colouring pages. It's difficult to think up words that are similar. Yeah, it can be, and I think this is where people stress themselves out unnecessarily. Like I said, you know, the vast majority of my keywords don't bring the views. A handful of keywords bring the most of the views, and there is no penalty. I've made some listings on purpose that only have 4 or 5 keywords. You don't need 13. Yes, it gives you a chance of getting found for some other things, but you probably weren't going to get found from them anyway. So if it's working, don't stress yourself making up terms that aren't going to work. You're all good. Oh, Rebecca, I trust your advice. Thank you so much. Filma, thank you. Sorry, only replayed now. Oh, you're remodeling your bedroom, so slow, but your live video makes it more fun. Thank you. I love hearing people are being creative while I'm jabbering away. That's awesome. But yeah, a lot of work, but it'll be worth it. I really need to sort out my bedroom. It would be nice if it's a restful place rather than a clothes avalanche. That would be good. I should not keep admitting what a terribly unorganized person I am. Marina, yes, please contact Etsy and let us know what they say, but kick up a fuss. Be that person. Wendy, you don't know about E-Rank, is it just for Etsy? No, it started out just for Etsy, and the main focus has been for Etsy just now, but we are branching out and have data on top keywords, have keyword research data on Google Shopping, Amazon Handmade, and Pinterest just now. There's not as much functionality at the minute in time. I know there's going to be more coming. So I would say at the minute, if you have an Etsy shop and you're doing other things as well, then the additional data is great. At the minute, I wouldn't, like if you were just an Amazon seller, you probably don't want to dive in quite yet, but I think most people are looking on Etsy as well. So if you have an Etsy shop and other things, it's awesome. If you have just an Etsy shop, it's awesome. Rebecca, I'm a stressed out Etsy seller. Yeah, me too. Canvas and Chroma. I wish E-Rank would allow you to set the date on when your store opens despite what Etsy says. My store opened on January 1st, but my account was opened 3 years ago and so many of my stats are off. Yeah, I totally understand that. I think Anthony's looking into it. He is also super snowed in, but snowed under with work, not snowed in. That sounds like a weather related things. The problem is a lot of this data we're getting directly from Etsy. We're using their API, but I suppose it might be possible to put in a box if you wanted to tell it a different time frame. I'm making up stuff that I don't know is even possible, but yeah, just now it's simply that data is sucked directly from Etsy, unfortunately. So sorry. Rebecca, paranoid about Etsy letting me know my listings are visible, etc. If you mean by visible, the visibility, the high horse here, right? The visibility on E-Rank, this is a kind of slightly bugbeary thing of mine. It's not a bad metric at all that E-Rank has given you, but so many people are misunderstanding it. So we tried to take it away, and the howls of protest. But visibility isn't like people will make changes to the stuff and go, why hasn't my visibility changed? But what the visibility is, what that number actually is your average daily views compared to all other listings on Etsy. So as I said, it's about average that a listing makes one view a day. So if that listing has been up for 100 days and it's made 100 views, then that's an average of one view per day, and then roughly you'll be at about 50%. Your average, your half of the shops get less, half of the listings get less views than you, half of the listings get more. So it's telling you what's happened in the past. If you then make some changes to your listing, nothing will happen initially, but if suddenly your listing gets 2 views a day, so for the next 100 days you're getting 2 views a day, so for the 200 days that the entire period the listing's been up, you're now 1.5 views a day, so then your visibility may go up, and that's all that it means. It's a kind of cool metric, but it doesn't tell you a whole lot other than, oh, this is a listing I could do with working on. But yeah, people misunderstood it and think, if it says 90%, then awesome people are going to be seeing you. No, it says awesome people have seen you, if that makes sense. Canvas and Chroma, yeah, E-Rank says your store opened 3 years ago. Yeah, sorry about that, but it doesn't put off any of your other stats, honestly. Yeah. I know it's a pain, but like I say, unfortunately, that's what Etsy thinks. Etsy believes your store opened 3 years ago. Cecily, you're late. You'll watch the replay. Oh well, hello in the future. Rebecca, the visibility reassures me that my listing is visible on Etsy. Yeah, well, it reassures you that it's been visible, but basically it's just telling you that your listing has had some views, which you hopefully already knew, if that makes sense. I'm not sure. It tells me my listings are 100% visible. Right, thank you for tells you that they're 100% visible though. Well, 100% means that you're making that they're getting more daily views than all the other items on Etsy, so you're getting a good number of views. So awesome. Right, I better get back because I can smell my stew now. It's smelling really good. Get back and finish what we're doing here. I'll still keep a side eye on the chat. But so what did we look at? Oh, so we've only on the Etsy we've only got the direct and other traffic to do, which is only 10% of my visits. Again, that's kind of flat over the month. That's super interesting. And this is where, see, this is weird. I would consider YouTube to be social media, but now YouTube comes up in direct, whatever. So most of my views on YouTube, BuzzFeed? Right, BuzzFeed is a massive website, so if I'm showing there in any way, I have no idea why that would only be 2. And 2 visits from E-Rank. Brilliant. Evernote. What? I'm not even going to say that because YouTube will probably think I'm swearing, but that is random. And unfortunately, no search terms. So, yay, there we go. Very interesting. But that's for anyone who missed the start. I would make you go back and watch the replay. Oh, don't change the dates. Custom. November the 1st. Do the 30th. There we go. So for the month, my visits increased 5%. My orders were down 18%. And the revenue is up 27%. So it's been a good month. Now, I promised you the YouTube stats as well, just for a bit of fun and interest here. So let's have a look at what we've got. Yep, stats for November. And again, I can compare them to the month before. So my views for November. Now, bearing in mind, I was pretty slack with making videos. I've been in a bit of a slump. To be honest, I've got loads of ideas but not enough time to do them. I should have a couple of actually live felting along and gentle ranting. I've got a couple of things I want to talk about. I thought I was going to talk about them today, and then I realized it was the new month, so I had to do this one. So got lots of things coming out. But my views, 32,000 views for the month. When I say it out loud, that's actually quite a lot of views, isn't it? Anyway, that's 2% down on last month, which isn't bad considering how little I've actually been doing. The watch time, again, that's 3% down on last month. Me number of subscribers, 386, which is 5% down. Still pretty awesome. Nearly 400 people joining up, hitting that subscribe button and hopefully the bell. And my money for the month, I'm allowed to show you this, just not my cost per click. It doesn't tell you how much I'm up or down. I think it's slightly down on last month. We can find that out anyway. But £168 £8 for the month. Let's see, October, 190. Oh, that's interesting. It shows it there. So October I was £192, which was 44% down, and November I'm 168. So the money's been dropping a little bit. Should hopefully pick up soon. December tends to be higher just now, so even when we're dropping views, we'll see what happens. And January, I just discovered that Etsy is very searched for in January. People are wanting to get off to a good start with their shop, so fingers crossed I'll have some good ideas for videos then. Just a quick look here, we can see my top videos. That cat's head painting video is still, that's over a year old now and is still drawing in good views every month. And then a couple of my bigger Etsy videos, how to needle felt long hair, and that was one of the live videos, I think. And here we can see, if anyone's not on YouTube, these are kind of fun to see. This is the hour by hour real-time activity of how many people viewing, and this is all you guys viewing, so thank you so much. So yay. So you can see that's kind of awesome when you do a live video, all the people jumping in and listening, so thank you so much. And yeah, that's your lot there. I think I'll come back to my face. Sorry, you're stuck with my face again. But yeah, so cool. That's what YouTube has done, which is pretty cool, I think. Well, there, between Etsy and YouTube, I made over £2,000 last month, which is not too shabby as just part of my incomes. So super happy with that. I hope everyone else has done kind of good. Lily tree should be a term for ranting gently while felting. Fuzzy rants. I like that. Hashtag fuzzy rant. That's good. But yeah, got a few rants coming up. Gentle rants. Fuzzy rants. Got a few fuzzy rants come. That sounds so weird, but yeah, we'll do fuzzy rants. I like the sound of that. But yeah, so that's all the stats. Okay, I think if anyone has any further questions, just pop them in chat, or you can all say goodbye to each other, because I really think it's awesome seeing you all chat to each other too. That's kind of cool and fun. I think I need to go and blow my nose. My mum will be sitting watching going, Pamela, you're disgusting. She doesn't talk like that. Wait, you know what she talks like. I've forced her on a live before. So Rebecca, oh, thank you so much. You pleased my shop's working. Thank you. Yours is only 4 months old, going on 5. So you're doing awesome. And it takes a while. I probably should start showing you what my new shop's doing. I haven't done as much work on it as I should have done. So stats from my new shop, no, nothing. Nothing much, but I'll work on that more in the future. Yeah. So, Wendy's crying laughing. Sorry I've made you cry, Wendy. Jackie, oh, that's lovely. Best of luck to all and Merry Christmas. Thank you so much. George on the Rocks, nice to see everyone. I completely agree. Yeah, Mum, get a tissue. I know it's great. The better the microphones you buy, the more up close and personal people can hear you sniff. Lovely. Rebecca, the problem I had, my conversion was 0.2%. Conversion is, yeah, it's a difficult thing. If you try, but it's like I say, it's not going to hurt you. What hurts you is your conversion for specific search terms. Like my conversion is lower than a lot of people because of just that number of people coming in from Pinterest. And I'm guessing now the number of people coming in from YouTube, they're not coming to buy, they're coming to look. And that's not a bad thing. Wendy, oh, your daughter's thinking of starting a YouTube channel. Awesome, cool. Lily Tree, thanks, Pam. Have a good week. Yeah, have a good week, everyone. Rebecca, yeah, you had a friend plus a stranger buy from you and then nothing. I know it's hard, but you've got to try and not lose faith. I know it's tough. I went years with rubbish sales, and then it started. I am. Do I want to show the right? I'm going to show the graph. Don't nobody. Let's do the whole thing. I have the perfect the perfect graph to demonstrate things. Should we do it by revenue? So you can see, I mean, these aren't quite right, but it was definitely just about down here. And this is the kind of growth, your exponential growth. Okay, it's a little bit lumpy, but nothing, starts growing, and then goes a bit bonkers. And I actually started in 2008, so I've got like 2 more years back there. And it's nothing. It took me 2013 before I made £500. And okay, see, for the gentle rants, here's one. This really annoys me. It's whenever you're in the forums and everything and you say, oh, I've done kind of good, I've had a good month or something. And I did that like 2013 when I made £500 for the whole year. I go, yeah, I'm kind of doing okay. And you get jumped on, yeah, well, it's okay for you. What about these big shops and they really need the sales and they've made a drop? Do you know something? I needed those kind of sales as well. I needed the tens of thousands of sales that they were all getting, but I had to live without them. So I feel sorry for big sellers when they see slumps, but they got to be big sellers. And it's not just right. This is the thing that stinks with any of these. The big sellers are not just big sellers because they're good. They also had a bit of luck. They posted something at the right time. It was seen by the right person. The algorithm picked them up in the right moment. There is luck involved as well, because okay, I'm a bit better just now than I was in 2008, but not that much to justify the growth. It's timing, it's working hard, it's getting good at stuff, but it's luck as well. So I'm never gonna say when I have a dip in my sales, I'm not gonna look and rant at other people for doing well, because obviously when I started doing well, someone else probably had to suffer a dip in sales for my items to take off. So that's how it works. Anyway, crazy rant. I was going away, wasn't I? Where did I get to? Where did I get to in the chat? Denise enjoyed the chat. Thank you, as did I. I'm starving now though, looking forward to my tea. Rebecca's getting 9 Etsy searches. Hey, 9 is still good. Marina, thank you. Best wishes to everyone. This is so sweet. It's like we're Christmas already. Rebecca, thank you for your tolerance, patience and help. You're most welcome. Jackie, what was the catalyst for the uptick in your sales? That SEO. It was the SEO, and it was getting spotted by Etsy, getting pushed by Etsy a little bit as well with my good posts in the forums. But mainly it was just I sat down, I decided to learn how to do it properly. And that's what I say, the SEO pushes the boulder over the top of the hill. It's the little edge. SEO isn't all of it, but you get that little edge and that gets you seen more, it gets you a few more sales, and that leads to more, and it all snowballs. So yeah, if anyone says SEO isn't important, no, it is. It's the thing. It's not going to give you all the sales, but it's probably the thing that drove you to the point of no return that you started getting the sales. Rebecca, blimey, that took you ages to get sales. I was getting some sales from 2008 to 2010. I was doing okay, not big numbers, but I was getting some sales and it was okay. And then there was a massive change in Etsy SEO, and I sat back crying for like 3 years. That's why I can understand when people are doing it now. Etsy's made a change, everyone goes, no, I'm giving up. And I kind of did that, and that's what I've seen. Every time Etsy makes a change, some people dip down, some people struggle, but if we learn how to deal with the system rather than complaining about it, I've always come out of these things doing better than I did before. Vilma, you just made me feel so good. Awesome. I have 146 sales this year. That is fantastic. It's been almost a year since I started Etsy. That is a brilliant first year. So well done. Demetra, thank you for all your tips and advice. You're so welcome. Thank you. You appreciate it. Thankful for me. Thank you. Sorry, there's no modest way to say things like that, but thank you so much. Happy December. Happy sales to all. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you. Vilma, what you meant to say, it's very easy to focus on the bad for me when you don't take into the whole thing and look through your own keyhole. Absolutely, yes. You're doing awesome. Lily, it's December. Time to get the Christmas on. Leonie, what a lovely group of people. It is. Yeah, I am lucky, happy. You guys are great. This is so awesome. When I started doing this, putting myself out here, I thought, when you go put yourself out there and your face out there on social media, people get hit with so many nasty trolls and horrible things, and you guys have just been awesome. Rebecca, happy December the 1st. Rebecca, you've no idea about SEO. Yes, you do. You haven't. You've been listening to me for long enough. It is just simply finding the words that people are searching for when they're looking for things like yours. And I am going to come out of the Christmas period with a fantastic load of videos. I'm going to be all inspired and do super well to make up for being a little bit not uninspired through November and December. But I've got plans for a whole load of... Well, in fact, I had some plans. I had plans for a really fantastic video about Etsy SEO based on things that they told me and based on the SEO thread that they did helping people shops and things, and yeah, they contradicted each other so much that I'm doing a very different video about that. Rebecca, well, I listen and use keyword search on eRank, but that's it, and I watch you. You're doing better than a good 50% of sellers on Etsy. I bet you it's even more than that. Most people know way less than that, and nobody knows it all. Like, Etsy staff don't know it all. Etsy staff know less than us by the people I've been talking to. So they're not going to talk to me anymore, but sorry, but yes. Okay, guys, mainly because Mum will kill me if I don't go and blow my nose now. But I am going to love yous and leave yous. You have an awesome night, and keep an eye out. If you haven't already, ring the bell to get notifications when I go live, because I'm going to be doing a few sneaky ones this week. Catch you later.